Valley. Good morning, Tennessee Valley. Welcome. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Tuesday morning. It is 6:31 a.m. And we have a great day in front of us. I am Matt Ryerson, your Tuesday morning host. This is my co-host, Mr. Tolbert.
The Ichabod Crane to your headless horseman, Matt.
Thanks.
It's Halloween. I thought I'd do it with a little.
We're sneaking up on Halloween.
Sleepy Hollow theme.
Yeah. Less than a week away. It's going to be an exciting week. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Nothing really to report, but I got something for you.
Okay.
It's a joke. Okay, yeah. Here we go. An Amish mother and her daughter went to the nearby mall for the first time ever. They were fascinated by all of the things they saw in the mall, but really fascinated by these two shiny walls that kept moving out and then in, out and then in. The daughter asked the mother, what do these things do, Mother? And never seen an elevator before. Mom said, I don't know, daughter. Just then, an old man in a wheelchair rolls up, the doors open, he goes into a small little room and the doors close. They watch the numbers above the doors go all the way up and then come all the way back down. The doors open and out walks a hunky young man. Without taking her eyes off the young man, the mother says quietly to her daughter, go get your father.
Okay, that's
that's pretty good.
Yeah. You're gonna have to run the jokes by our producer from now on, I think. Although I was real nervous about where you were going with the whole Amish theme. I am glad. Thank you to all our Amish fans. We appreciate you watching this morning. So we got a lot of stuff going on today. We got some great guests. Actually, we kind of have a theme this week as well. It is obviously sneaking up on Halloween, but probably more importantly for our community, Thursday is the 6-month anniversary of the storms of April 27th. So 6 months ago this Thursday were those deadly storms, those devastating storms. So we're going to talk to some guests about where we are today in this last 6 months and how the recovery is going. But we have some interesting stuff going on. The World Series is on.
Yes.
Game 5 last night.
That was fantastic last night.
It was kind of exciting. The Rangers win Game 5 4-2. That puts them up 3-2. This is a close World Series. But what was interesting about last night is that at one point, Tony La Russa, the manager for the Cardinals, goes to the mound and he's doing a pitching change. And for anybody that's familiar with baseball, they know that happens throughout the game. And outruns the relief pitcher, and it's the wrong guy. He called the wrong guy. So apparently the guy shows up at the mound and he looks at him and he says, what are you doing here? Can you imagine that interaction at the mound of the World Series? I mean, you know, a butterfly flaps its wings in Japan and we know about it, but for some reason the manager of the Cardinals doesn't know who's warming up in the pen.
It was the telephone issue.
Yeah.
I think they should go back. It was like they were using something that Alexander Graham Bell invented or something. They need to go with, they need to do texting, or somebody suggested get rid of the telephone altogether. Send a courier out there. It's like everybody in playing baseball is Amish. They don't use telephones, and so they just go back and forth.
No, I won't let you go there. Also, local news, City of Cleveland is mulling over a multi-million-dollar gift. For those of you who know the First Tennessee building, which is the building just off the Greenway on Raider Drive. Big, tall building. I think it's 4 stories tall. Beautiful building, built in 1986, right across from Cleveland High School. First Tennessee is leaving that building. That's been their local headquarters. And instead of selling it, I guess they want to give it to the city of Cleveland.
Really?
So right now the city of Cleveland, I think they're very flattered. Mr. Mayor Tom Rowland has been very gracious about that. But
what do you do with it?
Right. It's huge. It's like 48,000 square feet or something. And then, of course, with that comes all the maintenance and the upkeep. And even though it's a great gift, it's a challenge.
Laser tag.
City of Cleveland.
Laser tag.
Laser tag.
It's like 4 stories.
Mr. Mayor, this could be a revenue source.
Laser tag. Indoor paintball.
Other good news locally, Cormatech for those of you, great local industry, great community partner. They're adding 30 jobs in the next 3
that's
years.
fantastic.
Yeah, the next 3 years they're investing $2.6 million. They're going to create some manufacturing jobs, warehouse, skilled labor jobs. That's exciting.
I know times are really tough right now, but Bradley County, we're adding jobs. We got Amazon in here, Vocker. We got a lot of industry coming in here, and so the jobs are getting.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I think this is great for Bradley County.
Cormatech. We're excited, and a couple other pieces of news. Locally, Bradley Cleveland game, football game, was televised on ESPN. I don't know if you got to catch it. ESPNU, Bradley Central dominated that game, 18-0. It was
broadcast on ESPN.
Yes, yeah, big rivalry game. The quarterback from Cleveland High School is just a monster.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's a stud.
Except that they lost.
Yeah, they did lose. He didn't throw any touchdown passes, but he's committed to Pitt, which we're happy for him. But
I know SEC. What's up with that?
Yeah,
Come on, SEC.
Stay in the South here, but nonetheless. And then in the theme of Halloween, the weekend's biggest movie. Did you read this?
Oh, Paranormal.
Yeah, Paranormal Activity 3.
Yeah. This is the one where when they show the trailer, it's just the audience watching the movie, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they get them all, you just see the audience scared. You don't actually see any of the movie, you just see the audience scared. Yeah.
So that kind of got me thinking, Halloween's coming up. And of course, Halloween movies are tradition, scary movies for a large part, but Halloween movies in general. Do you have a favorite?
Do I have a favorite Halloween type movie?
Yeah,
like scary, costumey type movie? I'd have to say Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Keaton, Alec Baldwin, Winona Ryder, Gina Davis, and then the whole Beetlejuice. It wasn't really scary, I guess, but it was certainly Halloweeny.
Yes, absolutely.
And that,
absolutely.
And that kind of theme there. Yeah. What about you? You got a scary movie fan?
I'm kind of.
You like zombies. So.
I am a zombie guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Night of the Living Dead kind of was the kickoff of black and white movie. Scared me to death when I was young. And that was the original, and it wasn't big on special effects. And that or the original Halloween movie, the original Halloween.
Oh man, I can't stand that movie.
Yeah.
There's a scene where she's looking out at the clothesline.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he's standing there with the mask on, looking up at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I turn it off.
Michael Myers. Yes.
I didn't even get to see any of the killing and all that other stuff. I just couldn't.
Yeah. And then when I was growing up as a teen, the Friday the 13th movies were big.
Well, and then also Nightmare on Elm Street was big.
The original Nightmare on Elm Street, Johnny Depp. Speaking of...
Really? He was in that movie?
The original John...
I don't remember that.
Nightmare on... He was killed. Yeah, he was
another one of my favorite scary movies, the Thriller video.
Michael Jackson. It is like a mini movie. It's like 15 minutes.
This is 15 minutes long, and there's zombies.
You going to break out a couple moves?
No, I am not.
That's too bad. That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Speaking of...
I can do this.
Do that.
That's about it.
That was there you go. You did a Thriller move.
That's all that matters.
Very nice. Couple other cool things in town. Junior Achievement is going to have a monster ball October 28th at 7:30 at the 5 Points Museum, which should be a good event if you're into dressing up for the Halloween season.
But speaking of which, are your kids dressing up?
Oh, yeah.
What are they going as? Do you know?
Captain Rex. My son is Captain Rex, the Stormtrooper. He's into Star Wars big time, the Lego Star Wars. So he's a Stormtrooper. He's got the whole outfit. He also has a Darth Vader outfit, so he's going to have to make a decision.
Ooh,
but see, every day is Halloween.
I love that commercial with the little Darth Vader.
Yeah. When you're 5, every day is Halloween. So once he got his costume, he's been wearing it nonstop. And then my daughter is a ladybug.
Oh, interestingly, my daughter's going as a bumblebee.
Really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
There's a bug theme.
Yeah.
Apparently with little girls.
They're cute like that.
I guess.
And then also at the 5 Points Museum downtown on Inman Street on Sunday, this Sunday, right before Halloween, there is a pumpkin masters carving class. You
A class.
Yeah, you know how we did it. We did the 2 eyeballs and a smiley face, or
with one tooth maybe.
one tooth, or you got a little crazy and you did 2 eyeballs and a scary.
Oh, right, yeah,
with some fangs.
Yeah.
And that was it. But now they got those crazy designs.
Yeah,
man.
actually, Cleveland State, for our fall festival, which is happening tomorrow, actually, they do a pumpkin carving contest.
Really?
And they do some very creative carvings. It's really interesting.
Pretty interesting. So if you're interested in that, it's $7 a person, unless you're a member of the museum, and then it's $5. You can go over at 2 o'clock on Sunday for the Pumpkin Masters carving class.
And then you can take it home and use it on Halloween the next day.
There you go. There you go. We're going to take a quick look at the weather. Today, it was a little foggy out this morning when I got up and started heading here. And it's been a little bit cool, but I think we're going to see a warming trend.
Yeah, it's going to be warm today.
Today, we're getting up to 76 degrees with low 45. Tomorrow is supposed to be sunny. High is 76 degrees as well, and that's much warmer than what we've been seeing. And then Thursday, my understanding is about 50-50 chance of rain with a high of only 61. And of course, Thursday is the anniversary, the 6-month anniversary. And we have a special guest coming up, Laura Mountain from the Tennessee Recovery Project, who was here not long ago to tell us about what they're doing, is going to give us an update, kind of the 6-month mark, what's happened, what they're doing, what services are available. So stick with us. We'll be right back.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro-laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Hello, everyone out there in TV land. Matt Talbert here, and I am pleased to welcome our guest, Laura Mountain, and it's Jason?
Yes, correct.
Jason K.
Thanks for having us.
You're absolutely welcome from Tennessee Recovery Project. Laura, we face off again.
We do.
It was only a few
Ready.
short weeks ago that we had a nice little interview
Right.
and learned about your project. What is that phone number again?
1-800-704-2651.
Say it one more time. One more time.
1-800-704-2651.
All right. 1-800-704-2651.
Yes.
Is for crisis. Is the
crisis hotline.
If people are in a mental health crisis.
Yes.
So, okay.
Glad we got that
Go ahead
taken
and
care of.
remind everyone here your role at Tennessee Recovery Project.
Okay, Tennessee Recovery Project is an outreach organization to work with tornado survivors. The long and short of it is we want to help in the assistance of the recovery, but most importantly, we would just want to make sure everybody's okay. I mean, really, it boils down to people, they spend so much time, worried about the physical, the tangible items, which is important, but then they forget sometimes that they've just gone through a major crisis and they don't realize that, maybe they are struggling and they don't realize it. So, irritability, anger, different signs that, people are like, okay, I'm stressed, I don't understand what's wrong with me. And then when it comes down to it, it's just their reactions to what they've been through.
Sure. And Jason, what's your role with the project?
Similar to Laura's, we go out in the community and we make home visits. We check if people are okay, how their emotional well-being is going. We offer educational presentations in schools and daycares and just make sure people are prepared for the next disaster.
Right. Well, that's good. That's actually something that's pretty important. What types of services? You've talked about a couple of going out to the schools, but what other types of services do you guys provide?
One thing we're doing now, especially with the 6-month anniversary come up, is we're starting support groups. And that'll start up in early to mid-November. We're in the process of contacting places and getting time settled down. But basically what that's going to consist of is people from the community. We're going to offer them a safe place to get together and share their experiences and their stories with each other, so that they realize that I'm not the only one going through this, that there's neighbors and friends and family going through the same emotions. And so our goal with that is to start that up and have them share those experiences and eventually kind of back out and have them continue on their own, because ultimately it's about survivors helping survivors.
So support groups.
Yes.
Now, some of us may be concerned about things like confidentiality and exposure and that sort of thing. Could you talk a little bit about what these support groups are going to be like?
Well, the support groups are, like you said, just people coming together, knowing that somebody else is out there. It's not, it's the people working together. So,
it's going to be confidential. We're not going to be taking notes or names, we don't keep records. So it's just going to be simply people getting together in a school, a library, a church, and just helping each other recover.
And having that comfort level of just knowing, okay, these people, they know what I'm going through.
Yeah, sure. Very cool. So now we have a celebration, the 6-month celebration. Are you guys involved in any kind of activities or events that day?
Well, we're going to be doing home visits this week, checking on people. We've got several spots in the media that we're going to be doing this week to try to reach as many people as possible, letting them know we're here. We're getting the support groups finalized this week, and then we're just going to be out in the community just kind of tagging along with other people and just seeing how everything's going.
Very cool.
So, and then Jason has got a new number for us this week.
A new number?
So
Wait. Okay, so we have 1-800-704-2651.
Is the crisis hotline.
Is the crisis hotline.
Yes.
And now we have a new number.
We also have for the support groups, it's 423-994-8048.
994-8048.
Yes.
So that's specific for support groups.
Yes, or you can also email trprecoverysupport@gmail.com, so that you can contact us and say, hey, when is the support group for my county? And when that's finalized, we'll get back with you and let you know.
What was that email again? TRP?
Recoverygroup@gmail.com.
Recovery group, yeah.
Oh, it's recovery.
Yes.
TRP
Recovery
Group
Yes.
@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And so we have the crisis number, which is what?
1-800-704-2651.
And then the support group number.
423-994-8048.
I think that you all out there are going to be able to remember these numbers very well, considering we're going to say them as often as we possibly can.
That's wonderful.
For the next 3 minutes.
And,
go ahead.
well, and again, I just wanted to say that it really is encouraging to see the way people are pulling together in the communities and in our county especially. It's being from Cleveland, it's encouraging to see that. But the most important thing that we want to get across is that it's okay to not really know how you feel. I mean, this is not something that most of us have ever been through before. Mm-hmm. So you don't really know how to react in situations like this. So if you're not sure how you're feeling, if you're not sure what these emotions are that you're dealing with, it's okay to talk to somebody about it. And like I said, that's our most important goal, is just to make sure people are okay in this recovery. Sure.
And if they are okay, they don't need to call the number 1-800-704-2651. Right. Or the support group number.
That 994-8048.
Okay. So now that I have you, and Ryerson's gone.
Okay. Good.
You've worked with Ryerson, right? I mean, to some extent, you contact with him outside of here. I don't see him outside of here much at all.
Yeah.
And all I get
You're
is
lucky.
just this suave, smooth, good-looking guy. And so I'm just curious, what is he like outside these walls?
Well,
remember, he's gone.
Just between us.
Uh-huh.
Is it really just between us? I actually think he's a nice guy.
Is he?
I don't know him that well.
That's so very disappointing. I was hoping he was a jerk.
No, I don't think so. I think he's a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm just really getting to, Matt Ryerson just entered into the vocabulary like 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah. So before that.
So what you're saying is he's really not that important outside of here, but he's a nice guy.
Asking.
Right.
Yeah. For Jason, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
No.
I should say.
From what I get, I think he is a very nice guy.
But
he did pay me before that.
I'm a little disappointed, but it turns out that you're probably right, because he has been, I think, in the newspaper for the last year for, I don't know. He's been in there like 3 or 4 times a week for the last 12 months or something like that.
And we love what he's doing with the long-term recovery. Yeah. I mean, they are working their tails off over there. And that is, I was just talking about how encouraging it is. And to see what they're doing and how incredible that is.
Well, and the other thing about, I think, what he's doing and about what everybody's doing is that everyone was affected. He was affected. His neighborhood was affected specifically, and everyone was affected by this tragedy that happened here. And so when you have people who are deeply affected themselves working to recover with this project as you are. Then I think you're in good hands.
Right.
In good hands.
And I think too that helps. Knowing that so many of us that are working to help, we were right there hunkering down in our basements or wherever, scared out of our minds of what was going on outside, not knowing.
Yeah.
And we went through it too. Some of us not as bad, but nonetheless, we experienced that weather, and so I think it's been good for our town to just really pull together. And Matt is doing a fabulous job.
And it seems like you guys are doing a fabulous job too, and I really appreciate that. Jason, what's your favorite restaurant here in town?
Favorite restaurant
Put you on the spot. You didn't even know that was coming.
Oh, I got one.
I did not. I have to say I've actually been to Mellow Mushroom recently, and it just reminds me how much I like it.
Mellow Mushroom?
Mellow Mushroom.
We don't have a Mellow Mushroom. That's Chattanooga.
Oh, blasphemy.
Right.
Jason, blasphemy.
I forgot what town
Hamilton
I was in.
County.
Okay, I got one.
That's okay. Sorry. You're looking for pizza in town? Gabriel's.
Okay. Gabriel's. Okay.
Gabriel's.
Oh, yes.
Check out Gabriel's. But
They're
also
really big pie.
Also Gondolier. Both of those have really good pizza, local places.
Can I add mine?
Yes, go right ahead.
Thank you. Casa Nacho.
Casa Nacho. You really like that place. That's the new place down there on Raider Drive.
Yes, where Shoney's used to be.
Right.
They did not pay me to say this, but it is fabulous.
Really?
Yes. It is so good.
What's your favorite dish
so
there?
nice. I like the fajita taco salad.
Oh, yeah.
And the cheese dip and the salsa and the service.
And everything.
And everything.
Everything.
It really is good. And I get to practice my Spanish with the
you know
people.
Spanish? I'm not going to ask.
Sí.
But I will ask you to give us that telephone number again, the crisis telephone number
You
again.
ready? Ready?
Yes.
Okay. 1-800-704-2651 is the crisis hotline.
And Jason, the support group?
The support group hotline is 994-8048.
8048. You heard it right here. We're big supporters of Casa Nachos, and but also the Tennessee Recovery Project. Laura Mountain, Jason K. Really appreciate that. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and when we get back, I think I'm going to have to go find Ryerson, and he'll be back in this chair. So, see you next.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
Caught that part. Welcome back, Matt Ryerson. I noticed some leading questions from.
I don't know what you're talking about.
With our last guest. Thank you, Laura Mountain, for sticking up for me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Although I know I was disappointed. I was looking for some juicy stuff, and it turns out you're just a really great guy.
Yeah, sure. So, welcome back. It is 7 o'clock this morning. If you're getting ready for your day, we're going to take a quick glance at the weather. It's going to be a beautiful week. Today is in the mid-70s. I think a high of 76. Tomorrow is going to be sunny as well, high of 76. Those are two beautiful days there. And then Thursday, a chance of rain. We're hoping it'll hold off till mid-afternoon. We have a big event that Matt Carlson, the co-chair of the Long-Term Recovery Organization, is going to be on in just a second to tell us about.
I heard that it's supposed to lay off until the afternoon, evening.
I hope so. That'd be great.
And then maybe a little bit on Friday morning, and that's about it.
That would be awesome.
But the temperature's going to drop, which I'm excited about.
But as we're waiting for our guest to come on, we have the things that matter.
My name is Matt, and these are the things that matter. A Nevada man was arrested after he forcibly removed his mother from his church wedding and carried her to her car when she objected to his impending nuptials. Justin Lou Harris of Nevada requested his mother's presence at the wedding at Carson Valley United Methodist Church. But when the 56-year-old woman showed up and instead objected to the ceremony, Harris allegedly carried her out of the church.
Now, two things. One, he invited her.
I know.
Which, that he didn't see this coming at some level is kind of... And secondly, that he physically carried her out of the church.
Yes. Now, he said he did that because apparently she's got a hurt leg or something.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said.
That's a wedding you want to go to.
Yes. Now, I would understand if it was your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
But it was his own mother.
That's one at a dinner party years later you say, oh, I was at this wedding once. That's good stuff.
So I think we should just omit that. Does anybody object to this union? Just omit that from the
that always
program.
makes everybody cringe anyways.
I think it does.
There's that awkward moment where everybody's looking around like, is somebody actually going to object? Awkward.
Matt, alchemy. Do you know what alchemy is?
No.
Okay. Alchemy is a science. It's not really practiced anymore. It's basically considered magic. Is a science of turning ordinary objects into gold.
Oh.
Paul Moran hatched such a scheme to get rich quick by turning his own feces into gold. Moran might have flushed his life down the drain in pursuit of his golden dreams, however. His attempts at alchemy crossed the line into arson when he set his apartment on fire after placing his feces on an electric heater.
Good morning, Tennessee Valley. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you later.
I had the poop bike a couple of weeks ago, and I was just like, I didn't want to do this, but this was just too good. This is just, of all the things that you can turn into gold, I mean, anything. You could take this paper and turn it into a gold sheet. He chose his own feces.
I like that his name is Moran.
Moran.
I just might have flushed his life down the drain in pursuit of his golden dreams. That's one of the best lines in the history of this show. Jennifer James, please put that on tape.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Neighbors in Portland got so sick of a house they suspected was an outpost for drug activity that they took matters into their own hands. These concerned residents started handing out heroin for sale flyers with the house's address on them. One of the flyers was sent to police and it piqued their interest, and so they ended up arresting someone in regards to this issue. My thought is if you have a neighbor that you don't like, that they just, they don't mow their lawn enough. That would be me, actually. I don't mow my lawn. Or you just, they kind of ticked you off because their tree is growing into your yard or whatever.
Flyers?
Just put flyers up. Cocaine for sale, this address. And then see what happens. Maybe you might get lucky and the police find something and you can get rid of them for good.
That's nice. One more.
Here we go.
One more.
Here we go. Seattle police say that two men wearing caricature masks resembling former President George W. Bush robbed a bank late Thursday afternoon. George Bush seems to be the go-to disguise for some bank robbers. Other similar incidents include Austin, Texas bank robbery in 2010 and a Pennsylvania robbery which took place in 2004.
This I don't think this is a commentary on President Bush. You know what I think it is?
Okay, tell me what you think it is.
Back in the 80s, I believe, or early 90s, there was a movie called Point Break.
1991.
With Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. And they were bank robbers, and they wore president masks. Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter, they wore a number of
President Reagan, actually.
President Reagan at the time. So I'm not sure this is such a commentary. This liberal-leaning left drive-by media...
I will say this, however. For Halloween, if you're thinking of going out as President George W. Bush, please beware the cops may be looking for you. So just go as maybe Bill Clinton, or, well, they may be looking for you if you went Bill Clinton as well. Whatever the case may be, maybe just steer clear of the whole president thing.
Yeah, good call.
My name is Matt, and those are the things that matter.
Stick with us. We got Matt Carlson from the Long-Term Recovery Organization up next. We'll be right back.
I'm Kathy Guy with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Call us today for all your personal insurance needs. With 28 years in the insurance business, I have the solutions and pricing you are looking for. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
Wow.
Yes.
Welcome back, Tennessee Valley, at 7:09 a.m. on this beautiful Tuesday morning. I'm your Tuesday morning host, Matt Ryerson. This is my co-host, Matthew Tolbert, and our guest, Matt Carlson. It is the Matt, and Matt segment. That's the whole point of this show.
That was a good one. That was.
We were doing a little Point Break reminiscing there. But we have a much more important subject to speak about in all seriousness. As we have been talking about all show, this Thursday is the 6-month anniversary of the deadly tornadoes for our community that occurred on April 27th, 6 months ago. Matt Carlson is here as the co-chairman of the Long-Term Recovery Organization and has been instrumental with Habitat for Humanity in this recovery process. And I know a lot of our viewers, Matt, are really interested in hearing where we are in the process, what's going on, and what's coming up. I know we have a special event on Thursday, and I'm sure you want to plug that as well.
Sure. It's good to be here, Matt and Matt. Enjoyable morning. Thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it. We've been really busy this summer and this fall. It's, of course, this Thursday is the 6-month anniversary from when the tornadoes hit April 27th. And as an organization, we felt it was important to remember what happened on April 27th and also to celebrate how far we've come since April and 6 months ago and the devastation and the tornadoes that happened. And so Thursday we're actually dedicating a home, one of the projects that's been completed. We've completed about 20 different projects so far. I think we have a total of around 35 that were in process. We've completed 20 so far. And this one is just being finished on Thursday. That's why it was chosen, because it's really a symbol of everything that's been done in the community, all the different organizations that have really gotten involved. This one itself, I think we have at least 10 different organizations that have taken apart, different churches. We had a contractor that really took this family sort of under his wing and really got involved. And from day one until Thursday, he's really worked with this family. Of course, Habitat for Humanity was involved. The Long-Term Recovery Organization gave funding for this house. I think we have 3 different churches I think 4 different churches had, some way of getting involved. A good example, Peerless Road Church of God of Prophecy found these folks a place to live over the last 4 months for free. They didn't have to worry about paying rent. They were worried about, their own home and just having a place to live, and that church stepped forward. We had Westmore Church of God, South Cleveland Church of God both give funding to help with this house. We have a lot of different organizations that just really stepped forward. Whirlpool came out, volunteers.
Tell us a little bit about the Whirlpool commitment to our community.
Sure.
I know they did a lot with this project. You can talk about that, but as far as the overall effort recovery here in this community, Whirlpool was instrumental.
Whirlpool stepped up like so many other organizations. They wanted to be a leader in helping Bradley and Cleveland, Bradley County and Cleveland come back and helping families. And so they actually committed appliances for every house that needed to be rebuilt, for projects where folks needed appliances. A tornado comes through and, sometimes you lose everything. And people think about building a house, but sometimes when we rebuild the house, there's nothing that goes back in the house. And Whirlpool said, hey, we're here in town, we love Cleveland, and this is who we are, and we want to help out every family that does not have appliances. So stoves, refrigerators, washers, dryers, things like that. Just a blessing. And that is just a testament to the different type of organizations that are in the community. I mean, it's awesome to see.
Yeah.
And so, they had a big part. We actually had Whirlpool leaders from Benton Harbor and here in Cleveland that worked on that house a couple months ago, and they built the back deck, and we probably won't use it for Thursday because we want to make sure it stays. But they know how to build appliances, but no, they did a great job.
And in fact, the president was involved in that building.
It was Mark Bitzer. He was the North America president of Whirlpool. Him and his leadership team came down and wanted to see Cleveland. They love Cleveland. Of course, they're staying in Cleveland. They're building a new plant, and they care deeply about this community. They have a lot of employees here, and they came down, and we gave them a tour of the community, of the hardest hit areas, and that's when they made that commitment and said, whatever you guys need, we got appliances. That's what we can give. That's what we can do. And you have so many organizations, churches, businesses, nonprofits that literally after the tornadoes happened, that's exactly what they said. Whatever we can do, whatever our resources are, we'll get involved.
And we need to say right up front, thank you to all the organizations. We are never going to be able to say them all. I know Life Care contributed a ton of money as well as resources, P&G Duracell.
Well, you just look at the Long-Term Recovery Board of Directors. That in itself is a mixture of so many different organizations in the community, from Life Care to Lee University to EMA to Habitat for Humanity, United Way, People for Care and Learning. You just go down those, First Baptist Church, Mount Olive Church of God, a great cross-section of folks that came together and said, there's a long-term need here and we need to do something. So we have been working hard and have been doing a lot of projects, everything from screen doors all the way to total rebuilds, to figure out what people need, and we've been helping try to answer those needs. So it's been a very challenging summer, but after 6 months, it's also very rewarding to see families moving back into their homes and really finding where they belong again.
Well, let me ask you this, Matt, as co-chairman, and a lot of people I think probably have this question. 6 months out, we originally promoted that this was probably a 2 or 3 year process of total recovery for Bradley County, considering the devastation. How would you rate the progress so far? 6 months in, and I know this is probably the early stages. How do you feel it's going?
We feel like it's going really well. When you drive down a street and you still see somebody who has a need, you want to answer that need right away. But there's a lot of families that are still dealing with insurance issues or FEMA, things like that, trying to get those answers before they can move forward. But we've seen a lot of families, and we've answered a lot of unmet needs. When I say we, I'm talking about the community, because the community is what makes up the Long-Term Recovery Organization. It's a lot of different organizations that have stepped forward. So we feel like we've done really well so far. In fact, when FEMA left their final report to the community and actually to their bosses up in Washington, was that they're calling us a best practice community.
Wow.
That we're a community and an organization that other communities need to look at. How do you recover, not only in the short term, but in the long term, in our ability to really answer the needs. So there's still needs out there. And when you talk about this 2 to 3 year process, it may take that long to answer all the needs that were from the tornadoes, But we've done a really good job of getting to as many families as we could so far. And I would like to make a sort of a plea, I guess is the wrong word, but I'd like to make a request that
Sure.
anybody that has a need, or if you know of friends or neighbors that have needs, please send them to the long-term recovery organization, and we want to see if we can help them out. You know,
Yes.
everything from counseling needs to construction needs. You know, so families that have needs from the tornadoes, please come see Jim Polier and Lisa Mantooth at the Long-Term Recovery Organization. They're looking for more families, and we know there's families that are out there, and we've tried to canvass all of Bradley County with flyers, with emails, with phone calls, with
Right.
Personal visits, canvassing neighborhoods. We're trying to reach everybody, but we want to make sure that we do. And
So if you know somebody out there, and as Matt said, they're partnering with just about everybody. Tennessee Recovery Project that was here earlier is a part of this effort. Call the LTRO office, Long-Term Recovery Organization, if you need help, or if you know of somebody that needs help. 479-2020 is the easiest number to dial, I think. 479-2020. And if you have questions or Lisa Mantooth is the case manager supervisor. She will connect you, get you tied up, sit down, do a home visit, whatever you need. I know they have been working hard to try and connect families with the available resources, and there are resources. And I want to compliment you and Jake Stums, your co-chairman. You've done a fabulous job leading the recovery effort here. As far as Thursday, this event Thursday, which is just, to me, a very symbolic event for hope in the future and the rebuilding process. I know you're going to recognize some of the victims of the storm.
Yes.
And in that, you have a special guest, I hear.
We do. In putting this event together, we had made a request. In fact, Representative Kevin Brooks had talked to Governor Haslam and had requested to see if he'd be here just to see what we've been through and how much that Cleveland has responded and rebuilt over the last 6 months. And Governor Haslam accepted, and he's bringing his wife. They're coming down. And so we're excited to have them here, and we really appreciate that effort for them to be here to celebrate with us. What we're doing is, of course, dedicating a home at 12 o'clock. Off of the Dalton Pike area. It's on Eggleston Drive. It's a family that their house started getting rebuilt, I think it was in June or early July. And again, like I said, had so many different organizations that got involved with that house, just like so many other projects in the community. It's very symbolic of what has happened throughout Bradley County. This is just one of many rebuild projects, but it's one that we could celebrate on Thursday. And we felt that was fitting to be able to remember what's happened, but also to celebrate the steps that everybody is taking to move forward.
I had the opportunity to meet this family yesterday and the primary construction lead on this, and they just, the wife, and I don't want to put her on the spot and put her name out there, but she was so gracious and literally, as you and I were talking to her and her husband, broke into tears about the impact so many of you folks that are watching. I know most of you probably helped in some way, shape, or form, whether you gave money to a local cause, whether you were out the days after the storm, cleaning debris, or you volunteered on a project. It literally, the people who have suffered the most are absolutely, I can tell you firsthand, moved to tears by the response of this community. And I think you're right, that long-term recovery board is really representative with so many organizations that sit on that. And this project, when you look at the number of agencies and industry and individuals that have contributed to this particular project, it is very symbolic of what this community has done. So let me ask you, Matt, we're 6 months in. We know this is the beginning of the recovery process. I think most of us would love to put this behind us, but there are a lot of families struggling. What do you project the next 6 months looks like? What do you think is in the works? What are the plans? What do you hope to see at the 1-year anniversary?
More families in homes. I mean, we still have a lot of families that are living in apartments, living in trailers. They had to go find someplace to live. So you still have a lot of families that have those needs. And so really what I project is more projects done, more families in homes. We'd love to see, of all the projects we've done so far, we'd love to double that number at least by the end of the year. And but that means the community helping step up. You know, the funding that we have is from community donations. And so getting more folks to step up and either to donate or to volunteer, get connected to an organization that's helping out. You know, you have three main builders, cooperative builders that are building homes right now: Bradley Baptist, Men and Women of Action, and Habitat for Humanity. So plug in with one of those organizations, because they could use all the help that they can get right now. And there's a lot on their plates for rebuilding homes. I know that Habitat, personally, we've expanded our whole program just to be able to handle the demand of building and rebuilding that's taking place. So that's probably representative of Men and Women of Action and Bradley Baptist Association. So,
Right.
so it's just, I think we're going to have a lot more successes. And I mean, I would love at the end of the year to say everything's done. I don't think that'll happen. I think there's still a process in place and finding more projects and everything. But I think we can take some major steps forward over the next 6
That is
months
awesome.
and have a really, at the year mark, really be able to celebrate how many families that we've been able to help over the last year.
That is great. And I do want to note to y'all the three cooperative builders that he talked about, these are not for-profit industries. They are nonprofits, local nonprofits, run essentially by volunteers. So they need your support. They need volunteers out there working with them. Anything you can do to contribute to the effort is always appreciated. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, I'm not a skilled builder. I think you have projects that dirt needs to be moved and boards need to be handed off. So even if you don't have you don't have carpentry skills or building skills, I think there's volunteer place for you.
Oh, definitely. Unskilled, skilled, we can use just about anybody. And that's the beauty of getting volunteer labor and for a number of different areas. So it's if you want to get involved, you can get involved. And just call the Long-Term Recovery Organization or call one of those individual building organizations, Bradley Baptist, that's of course COE Outreach, Habitat for Humanity, or Men and Women of Action, and see if you can get involved. This is about community helping community, and that's what we want to do.
Yes.
Even I know how to use a shovel.
It's questionable. You threw dirt on me in the last second.
Hey, what?
I understand you. One last time, that number for Long-Term Recovery Organization is 479-2020. 479-2020. It's a local number here. And if you have needs or want to give and want to support, don't hesitate. We need your support. I think you said it best, Matt. It's community helping community. We loved our partners at FEMA, and we loved a lot of the resources that came in. But the truth is, it's going to be Bradley County's responsibility to take care of Bradley County, and we have done a spectacular job of doing that. And I think I'm really proud of every one of my neighbors, and I mean all the residents of Bradley County, for stepping up. Matt, we really appreciate you being on, man. Thanks for giving this report.
It was good to be here, and it was good to talk to you guys, Matt and Matt. I like it. The Matt show was a little too long, so I appreciate being here. It's a little early. You guys ever have a show at noon? Call me up, and I'll be part of it, okay?
All righty.
We'll do it. Thanks again, Matt. And again, 479-2020 for Long-Term Recovery Organization. Great work, Mr. Carlson. Appreciate all your work. Stick with us. We'll be back for our last segment.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
I'm Byron Winters with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Contact me for all of your business insurance needs. From general liability to workers' comp, commercial auto, and business umbrellas, Landmark Insurance has you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television. Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
Welcome back to Tennessee Valley, 727. Hopefully you're getting ready for your day. We're going to take a quick snapshot of the local weather. Today is going to be beautiful, mid-70s all day. Tomorrow, almost carbon copy of today, high of 76. And then Thursday, we're believing the rain's going to hold off until after this long-term recovery organization event at noon on Thursday, but you can expect some rain and only a high of 61 degrees on Thursday. So, man, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Anything you're going to be watching this week, Matt?
I'm going to be watching World Series tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, Game 6.
Game 6.
Yeah.
And then I'm also looking at Person of Interest.
Yeah.
Jim Caviezel, he played Jesus in the what's the
Passion.
word? Passion of the Christ. And he's thank you. He's an ex-CIA guy, and he kind of helps to save people from violent.
Yeah. I mean, where do you really go after you've been cast as Jesus?
CIA agent. I think you do that. But he's saving people from getting hurt and killed and stuff. It's really kind of an interesting show.
Matt, watching anything interesting?
NCIS tonight, probably. Watch the World Series tomorrow night, and then football starts, I think, probably on Thursday.
Yeah.
So, hey, you know,
yeah.
so.
And I tell you, I'm watching the show Once Upon a Time. My wife and I watched this the other day. It's about a town that's everybody's a fairy tale character. So it's a real town, but it's interesting. It sounds a little weird, but especially in the theme of Halloween, which tonight I am watching on the History Channel, Zombies: A Living History.
Of course. All right.
So favorite person, Matt? You got a favorite person today?
Oh my goodness, I just had them.
Matt Carlson, you got a favorite person?
Corey Dival, Bradley County Planner.
Corey Dival.
Just had baby number 4 this week, so congratulations
baby number 4.
Congratulations to Corey and Jessica for their achievements. 4 kids. That's going to be a gang, the Dival gang now. So if you're out in town, you see the gang walking around, you better be careful. Okay.
Congratulations, Corey. Matt, coming back.
Kim Palo.
Kim?
Kim Palo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kim Palo.
Who's Kim Palo?
Yeah, you got anything to go with that?
Yeah.
You just throwing out a name?
Just Kim Palo.
Is this? Are we back to Once Upon a Time fairy tale land? Is this?
She is one of our producers.
Oh, right. No,
She's one of our producers. Let me help you out there.
I knew who she was. I was just.
Yeah.
Everybody else should know who she is.
She is. She's local, born and bred.
And they see her on Wednesday mornings, I thought. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Unlike our producer, Jennifer James, who is Canadian from somewhere south of Thailand.
Clip, clop, bang, bang. Clip, clop, bang, bang. What is that?
I have no idea what you're doing right
Amish drive-by.
Oh, stop. I thought we made it through the show. Wow. My favorite person, actually, two very serious notes, 2 people that I want to talk about today. Danny Jenkins. Danny Jenkins had a terrible, if you don't know Danny's a local realtor. He had a terrible bike accident, mountain biking, and is slowly recovering. He's doing some rehab in Atlanta, inpatient. And our prayers are with you, Danny, and your entire family. We're with you, brother. Keep working. Hang in there, man. We love you, and we know you're going to get back on your feet. And Rob Alderman. We're really proud of Rob and everything he does. So he's one of my favorite people. Hopefully you'll see him Friday morning. So everybody, we hope to see you next Tuesday. Have a wonderful day.